All right, we welcome you in live here on the Strawboro Sports Show Facebook and YouTube page here, Roy Kidd Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio, as your Cuyahoga Falls Rapids take on the Steel City Bobcats. I want to welcome everybody here. Definitely an alternative setup here today as I'm in the stands, as you can see, maybe at the bottom of your screen there. Captains have already addressed the referees, so we'll be set to kick off here in a minute. We'll be in another old school broadcast setup as referees will be controlling the time on the field. We'll do a job here ourselves to keep track of the scores. I got the scoreboard out there for you. Shout out to the Stitcher app that I'm using today to be able to come live from the phone and still have a scoreboard so we can keep track of the score. Rapids going to be in their all black uniforms, gold letters, gold trim on the number. Steel City Bobcats in their all blue. Traveled up from Pittsburgh. Rapids going to receive the opening kickoff. Brandon McCann, Sean Smith Jr. are going to be back to return this kick. As we'll have an alternative broadcast. We'll go end-to-end camp. McCann's going to actually come off Anthony Spooney. Is going to step back with Sean Smith Jr. as we're going to get kicked off and underway here. Ball's going to get picked up. Good job by Jay Leathers to pick that up. We should secure that football. He'll get tackled down there. And we'll get underway here. Big shout out to Quentin Boulware. He's back in the starting lineup today for the Rapids on the offensive line. Was nursing a bit of a shoulder injury. So, Rapids are going to break the huddle. Ball's going to be at the 25-yard line. Danae Dixon in today at quarterback again. Brandon McCann in the backfield. So it'll be first down here. Danae's going to drop back on the first play. Going to throw that out over the middle for a big reception by Lefty. Lefty going to get out of bounds there. So a good job there by the offense. Pick up about a gain of about 8. Gonna bring up second down here. And it does look like we have a Rapids player down over on the Bobcat sideline. So we'll take a second. As I said, I want to thank you all for checking in with me today. Unfortunately, comment-wise, I'm not really able to see any of the comments, but we appreciate the love and the support. So, I do believe that was Danny Skalecki who was banged up on the play there. He's going to make his way around to the other side there. Head on back to the Rapids bench. So, second down here. Rapids going to break the huddle. 4 wide receivers. Mari Mitchell, lefty. Sean Smith Jr., Darwin Filey. Across your screen there. Brandon McCann in the backfield with Danae Dixon. Going to hand it off to McCann. McCann's going to try to break that around to the outside. It's not going to pick up many there, but it's going to be third down now. Monte Taylor going to check into the backfield now here on third down. And they're going to throw that out to Lefty. Lefty's going to try to make a dance and make a move. Going to try to push ahead for a first down. We'll see where the spot is. First down. So that's going to move the chains here in the first quarter. Good job by the Rapids. Moving the ball. And right now moving the ball through Lefty. Nain finding him twice on this drive already. Spooney checking in at wide receiver as well. He's going to take that, hand that off to Monte. Monte's going to spin through the middle and try to push that up for a gain of a couple more. So second down here for the Rapids here in the first quarter. They're going to drop back. He's going to throw that out for Sean Smith Jr., who's got a big first down, and he's going to take that all the way to the house. Sean Smith Jr., touchdown Rapids. And on the first drive, the Rapids moving the ball through the air very nicely. Lefty May with 2 catches, and then Sean Smith Jr. with a huge catch and run down the field. Bobby Rose Jr. going to come on and attempt the extra point now. Ball is down, kick is up and good. So here in the first quarter, on the first drive, Rapids take a 7-0 lead. We'll be back in a second here on the Strawboro Sports Show Facebook and YouTube page. All right, so Bobby Rose Jr. going to get set to kick off here. Rapids up 7-0 on their first possession of the game. Bobby Rose going to kick that way back deep. That's actually, and it just, very unlucky. It looked like it went out of bounds at about the 1 yard line. Very unlucky on Bobby Rose to not just get that out for a touchback. So Steel City's going to get some good field possession here. Ball going to be at about the 40-yard line. So we'll see what this Steel City Bobcats offense has in store. So they're going to be coming right towards us here in the side or in the stands. Rapids showing some pressure. They're going to hand it off on the first play. Going to run it out to try to run it out to the outside. So we'll see where referees are going to spot that ball. I did hear about 10 minutes on the clock still from the referee down on the field there in between possessions. Steel City going to throw a quick one out, but a great job there. Great job there by the Rapids defense to instantly wrap up and make a good tackle there. It's going to set up third down here. From what I can see in the down markers, looks like about third and about 8. So we're doing this all solo. Down markers down over there. Kind of trying to keep track of everything myself here. Steel City going to try to pick up a first down here. Going to throw it out to that outside, and a great job there on defense by the Rapids. It does look like our guy Zakai is on the play. It's going to bring a fourth down now. Rapids going to try to do a job to set the offense up. Anthony Spooney going to be at about the 25-yard line to receive this punt. Ooh, Rapids almost got a hand to that one. That ball's going to bounce. Good job by the Rapids return team to stay away from it. And so now, after a good 3-and-out by the defense, Rapids offense going to come out. They're going to get the ball. Hasn't quite been spotted yet. Ball's going to get spotted at about the 30-yard line, and that's where this Rapids offense will take over. Looking to build on a great first possession. Rapids going to break the huddle here. 4 wide receivers. Anthony Spooney, a lefty. Sean Smith Jr., Darwin Filey, Monte Taylor in the backfield with Nane Dixon. Nane going to take that. Fake one way. Look the other. He's going to throw it deep for Darwin Filey, and he's got him. Darwin Filey with a big catch down the middle, down to about the 40-yard line. This offense has wanted to get the ball moving through the air. They know how talented Monte is. They know how talented Brandon McCann is, but these wide receivers have been chomping at the bit to try to get this offense moving through the air. And right now, working very well. It's a huge gain there. Denane looked one way, looked back over. Darwin got free, found Darwin over top. So he said ball down there about the 40-yard line. Then he's going to hand that off to Monte. Monte's going to try to cut it back, breaks the tackle, and cuts it back around to the outside. Not going to get very far. He's going to get tackled. Great job by Monte to try to break free there. Does look like the Rapids actually lost a couple yards on that play. Maury Mitchell checking into the game at wide receiver. And then going to drop back to pass. And he's going to look deep. He was looking for Sean Smith Jr. Want to take a shot there. And don't blame offensive coordinator Chris Ballantyne and this offensive unit for taking a shot there. It's 2 explosive plays. Honestly, you could say 3. The big play off rip from lefty. And then obviously the catch and go by Sean Smith Jr. And then the big play down that right side by Darwin Filey as well. Rapids break the huddle here. Both Brandon McCann and Monte Taylor in the backfield. Nane's going to take that. He's going to drop back. Look over. He's looking for Darwin, and he's got Darwin Filey in for a touchdown. Dropped it in over the shoulder, and a little bit of dance there from the guys in the end zone. Much deserved. Outstanding back-to-back drives by this Rapids offense. And the wide receivers, the veteran wide receivers, first Sean Smith Jr., then Darwin Filey. And just like that, this Rapids offense has absolutely exploded in this first quarter and have really caught this Steel City Bobcats team kind of by surprise. Bobby Rose Jr. going to come in and attempt the extra point. And Bobby Rose Jr. is going to put that up and in. And here in the first quarter, Rapids 14, Bobcats 0. We'll take a step away here for a second on the Stroud Pro Sports Show Facebook and YouTube page. We'll be back in a second. All right, as we update that scoreboard for you. Back the camera up a little bit here. Here at Roy Kidd Field here in Cleveland, Ohio. Your Cuyahoga Falls Rapids up 14-0 over the Steel City Bobcats. Bobby Rhodes Jr. going to kick this one away deep. Bobby Rhodes Jr. with a good kickoff right deep down the middle. It's going to go out of the end zone. And this Rapids defense, after a nice break, will come back out on the field, looking to go 3 and out again. And I can hear it from the sideline just because of close proximity. Good shout out to one of the veterans, Lefty, letting the offense know, stay live. We're not done. This offense has been looking for an opportunity to really, really put some points on the board and match this defensive effort. An opportunity to do that here. Steel City going to hand it off on the first play up the middle. That big defensive line. Good job there. Quarterback going to throw that out to the outside. Not going to pick up much after the catch. Only a gain of a couple yards. But it was enough to pick up the first down on the throw. Good job by the Rapids defense to limit. But either way, a first down. Steel City approaching midfield. Going to hand that off up the middle again and going to get nowhere. He gets absolutely hammered in the backfield. Ray, number 33, on the big tackle there. Going to bring up a second and a little bit longer than 10 now. Here in the first quarter still. Rapids up 14-0. Good quarterback going to look over the middle. Or, I'm sorry, look deep on that one. Going to fall incomplete. 2 Rapids defenders in the area there. Good coverage. Going to bring up third down here. Rapids defense making a couple moves on that side. Quarterback going to look out, and it's going to be, and Spooney almost had it. A great job there by Anthony Spooney to jump the route. Almost had his hands at the ball, and he would have been free to high step his way into the end zone. That would have been an easy pick six. However, forced here by this Rapids defense. So Anthony Spooney going to get another shot here. He's going to be back to return this punt. A high one. And another good job by Anthony Spooney to just let that bounce. That's where the Rapids will take over. Offense will take over here for their third possession, looking to make it 3 for 3. 2 scores on 2 offensive possessions, both on some big plays from the wide receiver. First, Sean Smith Jr. with a great catch and run up the sideline for a big touchdown. Then Nane Dixon finding Darwin Filey over the top for another touchdown, and that is how, in the first quarter here, your Cuyahoga Falls Rapids sit at 14-0 over the traveling Bobcats. Welcoming you in on the Strawboro Sports Show Facebook and YouTube page. We hope using a new app today, so cannot see the comment section. So I hope all is going well there. However, hopefully everything sounds and looks good to you. If not, somebody shoot me a text because I can't see your comments. So Monte Taylor back in the game. 4 wide receivers for the Rapids. Then going to take that. He's going to hand it off to Monte Taylor. Monte Taylor going to try to push that up the middle for a gain of a couple. So Rapids break the huddle here. I'm going left or right. They got Maury Mitchell, Lefty May, Sean Smith Jr., Darwin Filey, and at wide receiver Monte Taylor in the backfield with Nane Dixon. Then going to drop back here. Looking. He's going to look for Maury Mitchell. Oh, and he almost had him. A lot of contact there. We are going to have a flag. Looks like we've got multiple penalties. Personal foul, face mask on the defense, and also a personal foul on the offense. Those penalties are going to offset, and we're going to replay first down. Or I should say, we're going to replay second down. All right. So, Anthony Spooney actually going to check into the game now on your left-hand side at wide receiver with lefty Darwin, and then Sean Smith Jr. out wide. Monte Taylor still in the backfield with Nade. Second down here. Nade going to drop back, looking out wide. Was looking for Darwin's way. That's going to fall incomplete. So it'll be third down now. And I like the mindset here of this Rapids offense right now. Come out, moving the ball through the air. Obviously, at some point, Monte Taylor going to get touches, going to get his hands on the ball. However, it's a nice way to not gas him out, run him into the ground too much. Offense comes out, same setup. Then he's dropping back. He's pressured, and he's just going to throw that away over the middle. Bobcats brought pressure right up the middle. Good job there. As I said, Steel City bought some pressure on that play right up through the middle, and it got through. Nane did a good job of just getting rid of that ball, not taking a bad play. Steel City, what a good defensive stop there. Going to force the Rapids to punt. Bobby Rose Jr. going to punt away here. Steel City returner back at about his own 25-yard line. Bobby Rose Jr. going to kick that one away. Returner's going to bobble that. And Anthony Spoonie's going to pick it up and take it to the house. An outstanding. Oh, okay. So after some discussions from the official, it does look like the touchdown will be waved off. However, it will be Rapids football. And actually, we're going to be at the end of the first quarter. Rapids 14, Steel City Bobcats 0. We'll take a break here on the Strawbro Sports Show Facebook and YouTube page. And when we come back, Rapids will have the ball, 1st and 10. All right, so we're back in here. So we'll get to the second quarter. Rapids up 14-0. And right here at the beginning of the second quarter, it does look like Steel City going to take themselves a timeout. So a little bit of an extra break there on top of the quarter break, as we will get the scoreboard adjusted as well. All right, so here, Roy Kidd Field, we're going into the second quarter now. Rapids up 14-0. All right, so Rapids offense going to take over here, coming right towards us. Sean Smith Jr., Lefty May. Brandon McCann joining. Nane Dixon in the backfield. Nane looking over the middle. And he's got, ooh, he almost had Lefty. Coming across the middle as we got a nice setup coming up for us here in the second quarter as they'll be coming our way. So it'll be second down now here. All right, Rapids offense looking to try to take advantage of the turnover. Returner bobbled the snap. Anthony Spooney grabbed a hold of it. Rapids got the offense now. Nane looking out that way. So a good job here. So third down now. Rapids offense, first two possessions, 2 touchdowns on the board. Did get sputtered out on that third possession, looking to try to take advantage of the good field possession here. At least in field goal range, especially from where Bobby Rose Jr. has the leg from. Rapids offense going to have to hurry up here. They ain't going to drop back. He's looking out wide. Oh, and it's going to be a good play by the DB there to get his hands over on the ball. It's going to set up fourth down here. And with no netting whatsoever, Bobby Rose Jr. is going to be kicking directly at me. We're going to have one of the most unique field goal unique field goal perspectives of all time. As like I said, Bobby Rose Jr. going to kick this ball right at us. Ball is down. Bobby's got it up, and it is just short. Oh, great opportunity there. And a good leg. Bobby Rose Jr., one of the best kickers. Pressured through the little middle a little bit. Just not able to get that there. Great job by this Rapid staff and the players, too, getting right behind Bobby. We know Bobby's talent. Just maybe a yard short on that, kicking into the wind, too. Not an easy kick. So here in the second quarter, Bobcats will take over. Going to break the huddle. 4 wide receivers to the east side of the ball. Running back going to go to the left side. We're going to have a whistle. It's like the Rapids defense going to take that 30-second timeout there. Go over a couple things. So I hear from the official down on the field. 11:58 here in the second quarter left. Rapids up 14-0 over the Bobcats. Rapids offense moving through the air. A big catch and run by Sean Smith Jr. and then Darwin Filey over top. 2 touchdowns, 2 extra points from Bobby Rhodes Jr. And there is where we sit 14-0. This Rapids defense been playing well. 1 3 and out. Or I should say 2 3 and outs. And a fumble recovery on the punt. Quarterback going to drop back. He's looking deep. He's got a man over the middle, and he's going to catch and go, and he is gone to the house. Now, we've got some flags on the field. We'll see where those go. But as of right now, a huge catch and run over the middle, setting Steel City up potentially to put some points on the board. We've got a personal foul, hands to the face by the defense, and a personal foul, a chop block by the offense. Those will offset. We'll replay first down, no touchdown on the board. So Rapids defense get an absolute break there. The penalties offsetting and taking away the touchdown, but now something for this defense to be paying attention to. Obviously, whether or not it counted, they saw what happened, saw what this offense is capable of. So Coach Putty in this defense, eyes on it, will have to make an adjustment. So said thank you all for joining us here on the Straw Bro Sports Show Facebook and YouTube page, using a brand new app so I can get the scoreboard rolling. I cannot see your comments though, but I do appreciate all of you for checking in with us, having fun with yourselves there in the comments. Quarterback going to hand that off to the running back up the middle. He's going to break a tackle there before he gets hit hard on his Rapids defense and stayed up. Did a good job after that hit to try to stay up. He's going to pick up a first down. Anthony Spooney kind of coming on late to the play. Steel City Bobcats coaches wanted him to hurry up and run that play before Spooney could get in and get set. Quarterback going to drop back to pass there, throw it right out in the flat, and he'll be instantly tackled there by Anthony Spooney, and Boom Lumbus in on the tackle. Pick up a couple yards there. Set up a second down. 14-0. Rapids up over the Bobcats. Bobcats had a touchdown called back on the first play of this possession. Offsetting penalties. Quarterback going to throw it out quickly again in the flat and be immediately hit and tackled. This Rapids defense doing a great job right now of limiting that run after the catch. But it is going to set up a third and very, very short. Rapids defense with an opportunity to get off the field here, but a very close quarterback just going to keep that himself and get that. We are going to have a flag on the play. So it did look like we had a penalty on that play. I did see the referee's flag come down. I didn't see a call, but nonetheless, it's going to back them up 5. Now bringing up third. Third down here. Rapids, as we said, Rapids defense, another opportunity to get themselves off the field. Quarterback dropping back, looking. Threw it over the middle. It's going to be picked off. And he's got nothing but green grass in front of him, and he's going to take that to the house. Rapids touchdown. Great job. Read that ball all the way through. Got his hands to it, and there was no one in front of him. A great job there to catch that, bring that all the way over to me, over here in the end zone. Touchdown, Rapids. Got my back? All right. Bobby Rose Jr. going to get set to attempt this extra point. As we said, he's going to kick that thing right at me. So I'm going to potentially appear on camera to make sure that Bobby doesn't take out the equipment. We're going to have a flag on the play. Looks like we got too many men on the field. It's going to back that ball up just a couple yards. Still easily within Bobby Rhodes Jr. range. Bobby Rhodes Jr. going to put that up and through. That ball coming all the way up almost towards us. And a great job there. So now, here in the second quarter, Rapids, touchdown, extra point on the board, 21-0 Rapids. So, the defense getting some points on the board there with a great pick six. A great job. So Bobby Rhodes Jr. gets set to kick off this way. As I said, 21-0 Rapids. Up over the Steel City Bobcats here in the PAFL. Bobby gonna kick that one out of bounds, unfortunately, again. And we got a flag coming in very late from the backside. That's a very, very, very late hit on the Steel City Bobcats. Ball was well out of bounds, whistle blown. So while having some good field position, Steel City actually going to get backed up a little bit. It wasn't necessary there. I'm not going to lie. Play was well over. And now instead of having the ball at the 40, it'll back them up to the 15-yard line now. I should correct myself. Ball at the 20-yard line. Rapids defense looking to attack again, potentially get some points on the board, at least shut Steel City down here. Steel City, 3 wide receivers to the right side. Quarterback going to roll that way, throw it out to the tight end. He's going to pick up a couple of yards there. This Rapids defense has done very, very well today. Done a great job of limiting the big play. The only play that they did give up didn't count due to some penalties. Quarterback's going to keep this himself on this play. Going to try to run that up the middle. Actually pick up a good couple of yards there. Well enough for the first down and some more. And I will say that quarterback run, although only needed a little bit for the first down, that quarterback run has been something that this Rapids defense has had to worry about. Rapids defense showing some pressure. Oh, and it's going to be tipped. A great job there by the DB to get his hands to that ball. So Steel City going to break the huddle here. Forward wide receivers, 2 to each side of the ball, running back in the backfield. Rapids defense looking to try to get off the field. Second down here. Quarterback dropping back. Pressured, stepping up in the pocket, and he's going to try to throw it over the middle. He's got a wide receiver who's going to try to break that out to the outside and does. A big throw and catch there. Steel City moving the ball out over half field now with their first possession into the Rapids territory here in the second quarter, trying to get some points on the board as we do approach. It does look like the 2-minute warning. Although that is a major guess by me because I did not hear the official. Either way, first down for Steel City. Looks like we're going to have a... It looked like an easy call of a false start. But it's going to be actually offsides on the Rapids defense. So we'll try to zoom in here to the very, very far side of the field. Quarterback going to throw that out to the outside. He's got his wide receiver. He's going to break through the blocks. He's going to cut that up. He's going to get pushed out of bounds. A big first down there for Steel City. Steel City moving into the red zone for their first opportunity of the game. This Rapids defense getting pushed back. We'll see how they can respond here. Quarterback dropping back to pass, looking to the outside of the end zone. He's got a man. We're going to have a flag. Flag potentially for a face mask. However, does look like the Rapids were able to keep him out of the end zone at least. But it does look like they're going to have a fresh set of downs. Very close. We're going to have a personal foul face mask on the Rapids defense. It's going to give them a first down at about the 1 yard line. So this Rapids defense is going to get called upon here. A very, very, very tough play. Steel City pushing in tight. Looks like they're going to try to just push this thing in. The quarterback going to take that himself, push that into the end zone. And Steel City's going to get on the board here in the second quarter. 21-6. Kicker going to come on to attempt the extra point here. And a good job by Steel City here in the second quarter. Get some momentum. Get a bit of confidence. That offense moving down the field. Tap the extra point here. Ball is down. Kick is going to be blocked. Going to have a flag on the play, though. We're going to have a re-kick here. So it's going to be a roughing the kicker. However, as Coach Jamal Singleton and the rest of the coaching staff say, the got his hands to the ball. It's Coach Jamal getting the explanation from the referee. I think Coach Jamal Singleton's argument is once the ball is touched, the kicker is fair game. I think the referee saying that before the ball was kicked. Either way, something to watch for Steel City is the Rapids defense got great pressure right up the middle. And that one's going to go wide, and it'll be no good. So here in the second quarter, Rapids 21, Bobcats 6. We'll take a break here on the Strawboro Sports Show Facebook and YouTube page. We'll be back in a second. All right, so after a little bit of a discussion back and forth between both teams and the head coaches, Steel City gets ready to kick this. Steel City overload one side, so Rapids make an adjustment on the return team. All right. And now, finally, we get that ball kicked away. It's going to be a line drive, almost kick over Anthony Spooney's head. So that'll go out of bounds. Rapids offense going to take over here in the second quarter. Not sure how much time left, but potentially some time to put some more points on the board. Rapids offense. A lot, which is why there's been so many pauses here. So I can hear a lot of discussions back and forth. Officials, the official crew doesn't seem to be 100% on the same page either. So that's all right. We're all kind of scrambling today. Nonetheless, Rapids offense taking over first down here. Going to hand that off to Monte. Monte's going to try to push that up the middle. He won't get very far at all. Couldn't hear the time check from the Bobcat sideline to the official, but obviously that 2-minute warning call was incorrect. So still in the second quarter here, 21-6, Rapids and Bobcats. Officials keeping the time on the field. So a little bit more difficult for me to pick up the time quite yet. Rapids offense. He's going to throw it out. Looking for Sean Smith Jr. That's going to be incomplete. So third down now. Rapids offense trying to gain some more momentum that they had picked up easily when they first started this game. Rapids offense going to take a timeout here. Give us a second to take a timeout as well here on the Strawboro Sports Show Facebook and YouTube page. We'll be back in a second. All right, so we're back here live on the Strawbro Sports Show Facebook and YouTube page here at Roy Kidd Field in Cleveland, Ohio. It's the Cuyahoga Falls Rapids take on the visiting Steel City Bobcats of Pittsburgh. Rapids in the all-black uniform. Steel City in their blue. Rapids got a third down here in the second quarter, trying to pick up a first down. Not trying to give the ball back to Steel City after Steel City picked up their first touchdown and their first points of the game. Then he's going to drop back, and he's got Darwin Filey over the middle. That's going to be enough for a first down. Time at a premium. Rapids offense trying to hurry up. Steel City bringing some pressure. Nain looking, dropping back. He's looking for Darwin Filey. Oh, and he had him. He tried to lay that into Darwin's hands. He just reached out and almost had that. That's going to fall incomplete. It's a great throw there by Nain Dixon. But not an easy catch either. He threw that over top. Darwin didn't have even a chance to really look for it. He just had to reach his hands out and just couldn't get his hands to that ball. Rapids going to break the huddle now. Lefty, Spoony, Sean Smith Jr., Maury Mitchell, your wide receivers. Brandon McCann in the backfield with Danae Dixon. Then you're going to drop back, pump fake, and he's looking for Spoony. Oh, and Spoony almost had it. Spoony almost kind of had to play defense. It was thrown a little high. But we are going to have a flag on the play. We're going to check who and where. Bobcats complaining, so it may be towards them. Personal foul, roughing the passer. So that's going to move the ball up 15 yards and an automatic first down. As I said, not sure, but I do know time at a premium here. Monte Taylor going to check back in for the Rapids. So a first down. Monte going to actually check in at wide receiver here. Darwin Filey checks back in too. Then going to drop back. He's going to throw it out into the flat. Going to pick up a gain of a couple there. An immediate timeout there by the Rapids. Great job. So 21-6 as of right now. Rapids up over the Steel City Bobcats. And actually, that's going to be halftime. Sorry, I was confused there by the whistle. So 21-6 here at halftime. We're going to take a pause here on the Strawbro Sports Show Facebook and YouTube page. We will be back after halftime. They want to talk to you about Ani's Army Foundation. Started by Mark and Lynn Meyer to honor their daughter Annika, Ani's Army Foundation was formed to raise money for the research of medulloblastoma tumors and other pediatric cancers while making a positive impact on the community. and helping those families in need. Here on the website, anisarmy.org, you can follow Ani's story, a story of strength and the love that her family has with her and she has with them as she fights this battle. Here on the website, if you can, please donate via Venmo, credit card, PayPal, cash, or check. Any donation is loved and any donation is appreciated. Thank you. So, probably apologize for that delay there. So, third down here, or sorry, start of the third quarter. Bit of a scramble there, halftime, a couple less minutes than usual, so it took me a second to get back up here. Shout out to you guys. Throw you some love on the camera. While I made sure it was up, we did have a little bit of an injury. Apologize for leaving that up on the screen on Steel City. That player being attended to by our trainer. So, either way, 21-6, Rapids up over the Bobcats here at Roy Kidd Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Thank you all for joining us here on the Strawboro Sports Show Facebook and YouTube page. A little alternative broadcast here from the side. End zone cam as I'm in the stands here. But we bringing you Rapids football no matter what. Quarterback going to throw that out to the wide receiver. We've got a flag. Going to have a flag for holding. Steel City Bobcats coaches not happy about that penalty, but and that's going to back Steel City up. Back deep is this Rapids defense looking to respond. Did give up a touchdown on their last defensive possession there in the second half. Quarterback looking out wide, and it's going to be picked off, and it's going to be intercepted and taken to the house. Your second pick six of the game, Reggie Rogers, an outstanding play in that linebacker as the Rapids defense coming to say hi to y'all on the camera on the stream too. Love it, love it, love it. This is Bobby Rose Jr. is going to come in to attempt this extra point. I'm going to get up to protect the camera and the setup because Bobby, as we said, got one of the most unique camera angles on a field goal. As Bobby's going to kick that right into us. No net. Ball's down. Kick is up and good. As it came all the way up here. And just like that, Rapids turning some more defense into offense. So they're going to go up 28-6 here in the third quarter. We'll take a pause here on the Strawboro Sports Show, Facebook and YouTube page. So our unique camera angle providing us some unique experiences on the cameras. Reggie was able to run that thing right into where we are. Second pick six of the game. 2 touchdowns for the offense, 2 touchdowns for the defense. And here in the third quarter, it is 28-6. Rapids up over the Bobcats. Bobby Rose Jr. set to kick off here. Bobby's going to kick that one away. A good kickoff. Returner's going to catch that. And he called for a fair catch. And there's a bit of a disagreement. And I've got to understand. I understand the frustration from Steel City because it does appear that someone else, not the guy catching the ball, was the one who made the waving motion. Steel City saying that the returner was putting his hand up to kind of shield. Nonetheless, official. It's where he's going to spot the ball, and that's where Steel City is going to take over. I did make a comment to it in the first half. This officials team not 100% on the same page together. They've been kind of having some discussions going back and forth, but nonetheless, Steel City going to take over at the 25-yard lines. Rapids defense back in, looking to make another play. Quarterback dropping back, pressured, going to be sacked by number 97, Josh Davis. A great job there. Outstanding effort there by Josh. He has been an outstanding defensive stalwart for this Rapids defense. Every member of this Rapids defense has absolutely put in their work. Coming through here, it's going to be second down and long now for this Bobcats offense. Pinned back deep here in their own area. Quarterback dropping back, pressure. He's going to try to throw it out wide. Got a man, and he'll be absolutely wrapped up instantly. A great job there by this Rapids defense. And it does appear that one of the Steel City offensive linemen and we're going to have another flag as that the thrown out player continuing to argue with the referee. I can hear it from right here. That's why I have the camera turned away. So it's not even a question of if it's happening. So it's going to back Steel City up even further. It's going to be 3rd and 15. This Rapids defense has him pinned back. 2 interceptions on the day already. Absolutely know that this defense looking for a turnover, looking for a big sack here, looking to make a big play themselves. Quarterback dropping back. Pressured. He's going to look down. He's got a man, but he's going to throw it over his head. It looks like we're going to have a 15-yard penalty on Steel City. What I can hear from the officials, we are close, as I said. got the offensive lineman for driving his elbows into the back of the defender. So Anthony Spooney going to be set to return the punt here. A lot of penalties, a lot of confusion. Anthony Spooney going to look to make some magic happen here. Rapids already blocked one field goal. Rapids definitely going to try to get to this thing. Now we've got a flag. And a delay of game now. Which, only a couple yards. But, however, that does allow Anthony Spooney to step in on this side of the 50-yard line to try to return this punt. Spooney going to let that bounce. Does a great job. And a little fake out there. See a flag thrown late. I think that is going to come on our side. Taunting penalty on the Rapids. So we're here in the third quarter, 28-6. Rapids offense. Going to take over here. So. Rapids going to break the huddle. Both Brandon McCann and Monte Taylor in the backfield. Going to hand that off to Monte. Oh, he's going to keep it himself. And then he's going to get into trouble. We are going to have a flag thrown in. Check on that flag. A personal foul and a face mask on Steel City. So 15-yarder there. Going to help out this Rapids offense a little bit there. As I said, I got faked out on that play. Looked like a handoff. Nane kept that himself. Trying to make a move before he was. Wrapped up. Looks like Monte Taylor going to keep the ball. Going to go in at quarterback himself here. I'm going to look for more than likely here a quarterback draw. Monte, low snap, finally picks it up, does keep it himself, does break it out to the outside. He's going to break it around the middle. Oh, sorry, break it around past the numbers. And he's going to dance and go. And Monte Taylor is gone. I'm not sure how he did it, but Monte Taylor did it. Bobbled the snap, picked it up, ran it to the outside. Looks like he was stopping wrapped up. And before you know it, Monte Taylor up the sideline for a touchdown. Whew. An electric, outstanding run by Monte Taylor. Sorry about that delay. I'm not exactly sure what happened there. Either way, Rapids touchdown, Rapids extra point is we'll get everything together here. So I want to apologize there. I got kicked off the stream after that electric Monte Taylor run and Bobby Rhodes Jr. extra point. We did miss the kickoff. Steel City did a good job. 5:03 left here in the third quarter. Steel City getting a good job on the kickoff there to move that ball up. As I do welcome you back into the Strawboro Sports Show, your Facebook and YouTube page. 35-6. Rapids up over the Bobcats and a good gang tackle there. Ooh, boom, Lumbus and Ray trying to get after that ball. So as I said, we're back in here live on the Strawboro Sports Show Facebook and YouTube page. Appreciate you guys for tuning in with us. Sorry for the technical difficulties. But we're back in here, 35-6. Rapids, 2 touchdowns through the air. Sean Smith Jr., Darwin Filey, 1 on the run through Monte Taylor, and 2 on the defensive end, 2 pick sixes. And that is where we are at, 35-6. Quarterback going to drop back here, looking out wide. Good job there by the Rapids. Just may have been enough to pick up a first down. It was very close. A great job, as always, by this Rapids offense. Or I'm sorry, this Rapids defense. The gang tackling, the tackling on the point of the catch has just been on fire today. Shout out to Bob Rose Jr., kicker there. Coming over to collect the kicking ball. We're going to have a whistle on the play. We're going to have a timeout by the defense, and it looks like a great job by Coach Buddy. Looks like he called the timeout right before the snap. So it is definitely a hot one here in Cleveland. So Rapids defense looking to try to get themselves off the field here again. Quarterback dropping back. He's going to run that way. He's looking wide down the field. Nope, he's going to throw that to his wide receiver. Unfortunately, let him out of bounds. Right. Quarterback going to hand that off up the middle and get nowhere. It's going to bring up third down now. As I did say on the first stream before, unfortunately, they get cut. Referees keeping the time on the field in the score. I'm keeping it updated up here, 35-6. Steel City going to come out, throw it quickly. Oh, it's going to be bobbled and almost intercepted. Great job by the Rapids defense. Almost our third interception in the game. Going to bring up fourth down here, but obviously with the score 35-6, not really a question for Steel City about going for it, especially with the ball there at midfield. Coach Buddy calling out some instructions, Rapids defense. He's going to get that ball out to that wide receiver enough to pick up the first down. So while this Rapids defense has done a really, really good job of limiting any yards after the catch, Steel City has been able to get enough yards on those quick throws and on those intermediate throws to pick up some first downs. Rapids defense has done a great job, obviously, with the turnovers and limiting so far Steel City to just one score on the afternoon. Big Maui defensive lineman checking out there for a play. It's Rapids defense. A lot of substituting today. A lot of guys putting in major work on the defensive unit, and it is showed here. Pressure. Quarterback going to throw it to nobody. Was pressure, just had to get rid of that ball. See what this offense can cook up here. Quarterback going to drop back to pass. Pressured. Steps up through the pocket. Looking downfield. Now he's just going to take off himself. And he's going to pick up plenty enough for a first down. And that's going to be the end of the fourth quarter here at Roy Kidd Stadium. We'll flip sides of the field. We'll take a break here on the Strawboro Sports Show Facebook and YouTube page. Cuyahoga Falls Rapids 35. Steel City Bobcats 6. All right, so we're here in the fourth quarter. Roy Kidd Stadium, Cleveland, Ohio. Cuyahoga Falls Rapids up 35-6. Steel City does have a first down. Driving. Rapids going to bring some pressure. Quarterback's going to throw it out to the end. Look to the end zone. And a great play by the DB to get his hands up on that ball. Outstanding. Rapids defense brought pressure. DB did an absolute great job. Wide receiver had an opportunity, and he got his hands up and took that ball away. So, Rapids defense trying to bend but not break here. Pin back. Quarterback looking into the corner, and he's got a man, and he dropped the football. Had a guy wide open for 6, and he dropped that football. A break there for the Rapids. Hey! Sorry about that. Timeout by the official to literally, and a little bit directed towards the away sideline, telling these guys to just shut up and play some football. Apologize for my yelling on the broadcast there. Quarterback dropping, scanning, going to throw it out quick to the outside. A good job once again by this Rapids team of tackling. Getting physical. So it looks like we should have some offsettings. So, offsetting penalties after all the craziness. We're back here. I will say starting to heat up, starting to get a bit out of hand. I will say I got to give my Rapids guys a bit of credit. Steel City seems to be kind of getting into it with themselves more than even with the Rapids guys trying to drag the Rapids into it. Rapids trying to stay clean of it. Coaching staff trying to get Steel City together as well. Nonetheless, third down here in the red zone. Steel City with a chance. Quarterback, pump fake. He's going to break out of the pocket, come back in, looking, scanning. He's going to look for the end zone, and it's going to be incomplete. Apologize, I got attacked by my umbrella. And that's going to bring up fourth down here. So as we said, it's going to bring up fourth down. Now for the Steel City offense, this Rapids defense, an opportunity to get off the field here. Give some love to Alec Clark, our center, in there on the defensive line right now. Quarterback going to drop back here, pump fake, looking, scanning, pointing, trying to direct traffic, and he's finally going to get hit and fumble the football. Fumbled the football. Rapids defense does its job there. And now, with not sure how much time left here in the fourth quarter, should still be plenty. 35-6, Rapids up over the Bobcats. Rapids offense going to take over here. The last time they had the ball, Monte Taylor with one of the most electric plays in Rapids history. As Marcus Young is going to get some run at quarterback. And on his first play, he's going to throw it out to Dylan Exton. First down there, picked up by Dylan Exton in this offense. Oh, Michi going to take the direct snap. Bit of a broken play there. A good job by Meach to grab that ball, push it up the field for a couple of yards there. Rapids still trying to move this ball down the field, want more points. Quarterback going to drop back here. Going to throw it out to Spooney. Oh, and it's going to get dislodged there. A big hit by the DB, a good hit. Dislodged that ball. Rapids will break the huddle now. 4 wide receivers, Anthony Spooney, Dylan Exton, Sean Smith Jr., Darwin Filey, Michi in the backfield, Marcus in at quarterback, getting his first run at quarterback for the Cuyahoga Falls Rapids. Marcus Young. Oh, it's going to bobble the snap. He did a good job to just fall on that. Oh, no, and he won't. Ooh. And that's a tough call there. It was a fumble on the play. They did say that Marcus had fallen on the ball, but so they will correct that call. It was the wrong call I made originally. Unfortunately, he did not have control of that ball when he went down, and it was picked up by the Steel City players. So here in the fourth quarter, Steel City with another opportunity here. Ball at the 25-yard line. Rapids defense looking to make another stand as they have majority of this game. Quarterback going to throw it out quick to his wide receiver who get tackled immediately. And those quick passes have worked for Steel City. It's allowed them to move the ball down the field pretty well. Quarterback going to scan. He's going to look. He's got a man. Caught and tackled immediately. Got about 6:31 as I maybe see the official look my way. Asked for a bit help there on the time, so 6:31 still. So plenty of time left in this game. He's going to throw it in. Oh, he had a man wide open. Incomplete. Threw it in at his feet. Lots. So, Rapids, too many guys on the field there. Gonna scoot. Steel City very close here into the red zone. Quarterback looking. Pressure. Throws it over the middle, and it's going to be caught for a touchdown there. So after the fumble, Steel City able to capitalize. It does look like Steel City going to go up for 2 here. All right. So the 2-point conversion backed up a bit. Quarterback dropping back, pressured, looking this way, and he dropped the football there. Had an opportunity. So with under about 6 minutes or around 6 minutes here left in the fourth quarter, Cuyahoga Falls Rapids 35, Bobcats 12. We'll be back in a second. All right, so back in here. All right, so back in here. Roy Kidd Stadium here in the fourth quarter. Cuyahoga Falls Rapids 35, Steel City Bobcats 12. Steel City trying a little onside kick there. We're going to have an offsides on Steel City's kicking team, though. A lot of discontent on that Steel City Bobcat sideline right now. So, Rapids very aware of the onside kick potentially now. All right, so Rapids obviously aware of this onside kick potential, bringing the guys a lot further up. Once again, going to squib that. Great job there by the Rapids return team to get hands to that ball. Now we're going to try to switch sides, go pick up some yardage. Good job there. So Rapids offense will take over here. Quarterback going to throw it out. Going to be caught by Sean Smith Jr. Tried to turn it up the field. Wasn't able to. It's going to actually be called incomplete. Referee said he didn't have complete control of the ball before he got out of bounds there. Offense here, second down. Brandon McCann in the backfield. Quarterback going to hand that off to McCann. McCann going to try to shift through, throw a guy down actually, and pick up another couple yards there. McCann, a hard runner of the football. So about 2:37 left in this game. I heard it from the official down there on the field. Rapids going to try to run this clock down. So we've reached the 2-minute warning here in the fourth quarter. Rapids, outstanding job today, I would say, of putting together a full, complete game from top to bottom. Defense, lights out, 12 points given up, none of which were when the game was very close. 2 pick sixes. Offensively, 14 points through the wide receivers, 7 through Monte Taylor. As we said, 14 from the defense, and that equals 35 points for this Rapids offense. Bobby Rose Jr., perfect on his extra points for the day. Quarterback going to throw it out towards the middle. Oh, had a wide receiver there. Good job by the DB. And Bobby Rhodes Jr. Or actually, I should say, I apologize. That was Rapids offense going for it on fourth down there. So Bobcats, not a lot of time left here in the fourth quarter, but an opportunity to make the score, I would say, appear more closer than it is. A dominant performance by this Cuyahoga Falls Rapids offense and defense as they're going to stay undefeated. Pressured, quarterback, sacked. Lamarcus on the sack. So, unfortunately, I'm very close. So, a lot of the complaining and the extras. Unfortunately, the vice president of the Rapids in me starts to come out. I start to pay attention a little too much. So I apologize for that. Really nothing but formalities here. After the hard hit, Steel City going to swap the quarterbacks out too. Quarterback going to throw that towards the ground. Going to fall incomplete. And just a heads up for our listeners, the Falls Rapids will be in action next week. Unfortunately, there will be no broadcast from the Strawboro Sports Show. Was there catch over the middle there? Good job by the wide receiver to catch that, get some yards after the catch. So there will be no broadcast on the Strawboro Sports Show Facebook and YouTube page, unfortunately. Me and my co-host of the Strawboro Sports Show will be in Kansas City for the World Cup. We'll be watching the U.S. game Friday, and then we're going to Ecuador and Curacao ourselves. And that'll blow the whistle. And that'll do it for us here as the Cuyahoga Falls Rapids remain undefeated with a 35-12 win over the Steel City Bobcats. An outstanding job by this Rapids offense and defense. A complete game here. Great job. As I said, a complete team performance, offense and defense. And that'll do it for us here. We're going to head down on the field, collect some post-game interviews, and talk to your player of the game. So as I said, for the Cuyahoga Falls Rapids, I am Ken Straub signing off here for the Strawboro Sports Show Facebook and YouTube page. Falls Rapids 35, Bobcats 12. We'll see you next time.